Good afternoon, everybody. Today is June 16, 2021. Today our lecture is a part of Purification with Sudimagga about the concentration Martinidis, part 26. So before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, saying Namo Tassa and 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. So we are continue to study about the concentration, how to get the power concentration. So, when we practice our mind, sometimes mind is very energetic, very plenty of energy. So at that time, we need to reduce balance. And sometimes the power is very low. So at that time, we need to, energetic to add the energy. Yeah. So that's technique is very important when we practice meditation. So that's why we are learning about that technique. Just studying, I think, last lecture. So today we continue about that one. Okay. So how to, when our mind is not energetic, so at that time we have to promote our mind with some kind of technique. So last week I think we are learning about the 6 feather already. There's 11 feathers to make to promote the energy of mind. So to continue, number 7 feathers. Here, Pali like this, Abhidhamma Sankhatam. Abhidhamma is, Abhidhamma is noble teaching. Sankhatam means accounting. Yeah, counting like noble teaching. Yeah, that means Abhidhamma Sankhatam. May means mind. May is Maha Dayaja. Maha is a great. Dayaja is a heritage. Yeah, Maha Dayaja. So great heritage. So great heritage meaning is a noble teaching. So noble teaching is great heritage. We have to take. So Gahidava. Gahidava means should be taken. Great heritage should be taken. Because, noble teaching is not all the time. Not all the time. In the universe, sometimes universe very darkness. because no wisdom, no noble teaching. So at the time, like a darkness in the wall, only the Buddha enlightened and the Buddha's teaching is a noble teaching. So at the just few moments, long rebirth. When we compare with the long rebirth, yeah, we meet the noble teaching. The time of noble teaching, what we meet is very short. The Buddha said very short because rebirth, long rebirth. So that's why, yeah, that kind of noble teaching is kind of great heritage from the Buddha. So we have to take it. We have to accept. We have to try to take it. So that meaning. Tancha nasaka. Tancha meaning is that kind of the sadhama noble teaching. Nasaka. Nasaka is an evil. Saka is evil. Nasaka means an evil. Kusidena. Kusidena means the person who are very lazy. Kahedo. Kahedo means to take. Yeah, the lazy person is unable to take that kind of noble teaching. Yeah. That's why A1 like this, A1 Dayaja Mahata Vichava Kanada. Dayaja means heritage. Mahata means great. Vichava Kanada means reviewing. Reviewing. So by reviewing, by the this is a great heritage to take. So the time is not all the time. The time is very little chance to take it. That's why if I'm lazy, I cannot to take it. So that's thinking like this. So that kind of thinking we call Dayaja Mahata Pachawa Kanata. And then Aloka Sanya. Aloka meaning is Aloka is a light. Light. Aloka is light. Sanya is a possession. The possession of the light. Manasikara. Manasikara is attention. Idiabhata. Idiabhata meaning is a posture. Parivartana. Parivartana means a changing. Yeah. So the posture changing. Abhokasa sevanadihi. Abhokasa meaning is the open air. Sevana meaning is going, staying in the open air. Yeah. Etc. Adi. Etc. Tina Meda. Tina Meda is slope and trouble. We know the nada. Yeah. We know the nada means removing slope and trouble by intention to possession of the light. Yeah. Or change the posture, or sometimes staying in the open air. And then another factor is kusita, pukala. Kusita means a lazy, Pogala means person, lazy person. Parivajanada means avoid. Avoidance of the lazy person. Yeah, if you want to be energetic, you need to avoid lazy person because copy. If you live together, lazy person, you are also become lazy. That's why, yeah, the feathers also mention one feather. Arada Viriya. Arada meaning is very energetic. Viriya is effort. Pugala means a person. Yeah. Very energetic, great effort person. Sevanada means cultivate, association with the very energetic person with great effort. This is another feather. And Samabhadana, Pachawakanata. Samabhadana is a kind of Sama is right. Padana is here kind of the Vidya. Yeah. So we already learned in chapter I think chapter 8 or 7 or 8, maybe 8. The Samabhadana. And the Satipatthana, Idipara, Samabharana, Idipara, the Bala, so we learn it, Bodhipakya Dhamma, including in Bodhipakya Dhamma is enlightenment fetters. We already learned in the Abhidhamma. So Samabharana is a kind of the Vidya. Kind of Vidya trying to remove the already something the something wrongdoing to remove. So we explain the one in Abhidhamma. So different kind of four different kind of vidya we call Samabharana. So Samabharana is a right endeavor, right effort. Yeah. So in the Eightfold Noble Path is equivalent to Samavayama. Samavayama, Samabharana, yes, all vidya, right effort or right endeavor. So thinking thinking of reviewing that kind of, or if I'm put great endeavor, I will get the benefit like this. Maybe if I'm not doing this, maybe later I will be removed. So thinking like this, so reviewing like this, Pichawakanata. Yeah. So reviewing like this, your mind automatically get the power of effort. Vidya Sambhojanga. Yeah, that's why. And then the Dadi Muttata. Muttata, yeah. Dadi Muttata means all the time mind should be, resolution to be energetic. To be energetic all the time, mind make a resolution. Yeah. Whatever you're doing, I need to be energetic. I need to be energetic like this. Yeah. So that means a dadadi muktata. So these feathers altogether 11. Previous chapter we already, and then this one together, altogether 11 fetters to get the power of vidya, effort. So that's why here English translation is a great heritage called the Abhidhamma that is to be acquired by me, and it cannot be acquired by the lazy person. And then removing the sloth and torpor by intention to possession of the light, chain of the vultures, frequenting the open air, etc., etc. And number 8 is avoidance of the lazy person. And number 9 is cultivating of an energetic person. And then number 10 is reviewing the right endeavor. And number 11 is a resoluteness upon the energy. So energy, sometimes the energy effort in our mind, effort is very low, so we need to upgrade. We need to promote, with these feathers, 11 feathers, to promote the power energy. Okay, and then go to next one. Ekadasa Dhamma. Here also 11. Ekadasa means 11. Dhamma is a phenomenon. So the 11 phenomena as well, same. 11 phenomena as well. Piti Sambhojingasa. Piti Sambhojingasa is the happiness or joy, enlightenment fetters, upadaya, to arise. To arise joy, enlightenment fetters, we have to do with these 11 kind of fetters. Samvadandi. Samvadandi means upadaya. Samvadandi means it's fulfilled. What kind of technique, what kind of fetter we need? Buddhanusati, number 1. Buddhanusati means if you want to get the Piti Sambhojinga, you need to recollect the quality of Buddha, Buddhanusati. Buddhanusati means a recollection of the quality of Buddha. And then say Dhammanusati. Dhammanusati. So Dhammanusati means recollecting the quality of Dhamma. And then Sanghanusati. Sanghanusati also the recollecting the quality of the community of monk. Okay, and then Silanusati. Silanusati means recollecting your power of the morality, and Chaganusati, another one. Chaganusati means recollecting what you already make any kind of donation. And Divadanusati. Divadanusati means recollecting the quality of the special things to be reborn in the celestial ring. And then Vipassanā. Vipassanā means here Nibbana. Recollecting the quality of Nibbana. So quality of Nibbana is when we understand the Nibbana, we were free from the suffering, any kind of suffering. So that kind of thing, recollecting, we call Vipassanā Nosati. So these Nosati we already learned in Abhidhamma as well, chapter 9. So these are one method. So you can do whatever, Buddhanusati or Dhammanusati or etc. etc. These how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 kind of nosati you can do. So you will get the power or joyness, power of the happiness, piti sambojjhanga. And then Lukha Pogala. So here Lukha meaning is English translation is rough. Rough. Not rough. Lukha meaning is no sada, no faith in the Buddha, Dharma, no faith, the practice of meditation. So that person mind is like kind of the rap. Yeah, English translation rap, not the Lukha Pali meaning is many. Lukha is a no sada, no confidence in the Dharma, in the practice of meditation. So that person, never try to practice meditation. Never ever. So that person we call Lukha Pogala. Lukha Pogala Privichanada. Privichanada means avoiding. Yeah, avoiding that kind of person. Yeah, if you associate that kind of person, so maybe the idea from that person copied to you. So maybe dangerous. So that's why if you want piti sambojjhanga, you need to avoid that kind of person. And then Sineda Pogala. Sineda and Lukha is opposite. Here Lukha is rough. Sineda is very soft. Sineda meaning here is soft meaning is the person is a great confidence in practicing meditation. So you need to associate with that kind of person. So Sineda Pogala Sevanada. Sevanada meaning is association. So association with the person who has a great confidence in the practicing of the Dharma. Yeah, that's very important. So if you associate with that person, you automatically you have to try piti sambojjhanga. Okay, and then Pasadaniya, Pasadaniya Suttanta. Pasadaniya meaning is the when you sutta is sutta, suttanta means sutta. Suttanta Pali sometimes use suttanta, sometimes sutta, but sutta and suttanta is same. So here suttanta. Suttanta, Pasadaniya Suttanta meaning is if you read the kind of Dhamma or if you listen that kind of Dhamma talk, your mind become great confidence in the Dhamma. That kind of Dhamma talk you need to listen at the time. That kind of Dhamma book you need to read. So Pasadaniya means very very less very refined. Pachavakanada means reviewing. So reviewing, you already reading or already listening the Dhamma talk. So that kind of Dhamma sutta reviewing at the time. You need to do it, isn't it? And then dadadi mota dadi. Dadadi mota dadi all the time. Dadadi mota dadi means resolution to to make joy or happiness all the time. So altogether, how many? 11. 11 kind of fetters, dharma, phenomena you need to promote to get the power or joy or happiness. Piti Sambhajanga. Okay. Iti imehi akarihi. Iti imehi akari. Imehi means these. Akarihi means feathers. So with these feathers, iti dhamme upadendo. So the dhamma upadendo means arising. And dhamma vichaya sambhojangadayo. Dhamma vichaya sambhojanga is investigating the dhamma. Arya means you need to two different kind of bhujanga, samadhi, sambhojanga or upekha sambhojanga. Yeah. So bhaviti nama. Eon yasame samaye. Eon like this. Yasame samaye at the time. Chitta. Yasame samaye meaning not at the time. Yasame samaye sometime. Yasame samaye sometime. Chitta, your mind. Pakahitava. Pakahitava means promote. Need to promote your mind because of the energy is very low. So you need to promote. So tasame same at the time. Chitta pakanati. Yeah. So should be promote your mind at the time with these fetters. Okay. So that's why here English translation 11th thing lead to rising the happiness, enlightenment fetters, piti samajanga. So recollecting number one, Buddha. Recollecting the quality of Buddha, recollecting the quality of Dharma, recollecting the quality of the community of monk, recollecting the quality of the Bhakyu. And number 5 is a recollecting of generosity. And then number 6, a recollecting of the celestial being who has a special qualification to be reborn there. And number 7 is the recollecting of the peace. Peace means here nibbana, real peace. And then number 8 is the avoidance of the raj, poison. And then number 9 is the cultivating of the refined poison. And then number 10, reviewing and encouraging the causes. And then number 11 is a resolution up on that happiness. So by arousing these things, in this way we develop the investigation of the state, enlightenment fetter, Dhamma vichaya, sambhojanga, etc., and others. Another meaning is samadhi, sambhojanga, and upekha, sambhojanga. Okay, so this is how we exert the mind who an equation. Equation means what we need to do at the time. So when it should be exerted with the 11 fetters. Okay, this is very important. Because, during practice of meditation, mind sometimes a lot of energy, but sometimes my energy is very low. So changing, fluctuation of the power of mind. So sometimes we need to promote the mind, sometimes we need to suppress the mind, So on the occasion, depending on the situation, we have to do with these fetters. Okay. So right now, so to promote the kind of Piti Samajanga, and then we go to the next one. Katan means how. Katan means how. Yasame samaye sometime. Chitan or mind. Nikahitava. So Nikahitava opposite of the Pakahitava. Pakahitava means promote. Nikahitava means suppress or restrain. Suppress or restrain, because sometimes mind is too much energy. Too much energy means too much vidya, effort. So at the time it's not suitable to practice meditation because too much. So at the time we need to suppress. Nikahita. Yeah. So that's something at the time. At the time it is the time need to suppress our mind because mind is too much. The power. So chitta nikahita. Chitta mind should be nikanadi. Sorry, nikanadi means suppress or restrain. So how? The question. So yadasa, yada, asa. Yada means sometime. Asa, the person who practice meditation. Acharada viriya dadihi. Acharada viriya. Acharada viriya means ati arada viriya. Ati means changing echa. Yeah. Sometimes Bali is change. So very difficult. Without learning the grammar, Pali grammar, very difficult to understand. So icharada means ati arada. Ati means too much. Arada means effort. Yeah. So yeah, at the time our minds too much effort. So when you practice meditation, sometimes your mind is too much energy. So you practice meditation, sit in meditation, or you think, maybe I will be better practice walking meditation, something like this, changing a law or doing a law something. So that kind of thing is not good to practice meditation. So what happened? At the time, too much vidya energy, Oddadan. Oddadan chitan hoti. Minds wandering a lot. Wandering. So at that time we need to suppress the vidya energy, the effort. Dada at the time. Dada, yada, dada, so like this. Yada, dada. At that time, Dhamma Vichaya Sambhujinga Deyo Abhavato. So at that time you don't develop Dhamma Vichaya Sambhujinga, Samadhi Sambhujinga, and Upekkha Sambhujinga. Yeah, it's not suitable. So what we should develop? Passaddhi Sambhujinga Deyo. Passaddhi Sambhujinga and Passaddhi Piti Virya. Yeah, we have the three. So that kind of three enlightenment further, Bhaveti. Bhaveti means develop. Yeah, develop means increase the power of these enlightenment feathers. So that's why here in the translation, how does he restrain the mind? on an occasion. Yeah, so different situation. So one it should be restraint. So one is mind is agitated or wandering through over energeticness, etc., etc. So then instead of the developing the three enlightenment feather, beginning with the investigating of the Dharma stages, he should develop these beginning with the tranquility. Pasati Sambhojika. Okay. So explain more detail here like this. And Buddha gave the example as well. Hodenyedan Bhagavata. Bhagavata means Buddha. Hoden Moda means saying set. Buddha set. Hodenyedan Edan means that kind of example, that kind of metaphor, that kind of the simile. Huh? Gave the Buddha gave the simile or metaphor to understand very clearly. So that's why the Buddha all the time gave this simile to show Sayatabi. Starting with the Sayatabi means like this. Example. Sayatabi means example. Bhikkhave means calling the monk. Puriso means a person. Puriso, Mahanda. Mahanda means a great or big. Ekikanda. Eki means a fire. Yeah, Kanda means the aggregate. Kanda means the group. Aggregate or group. Yeah. So Eki Kanda means a group of the fire, big group of the fire. Nebhapetu Kamo. Nebhapetu means to extinguish. Kamo means want to extinguish. Asa. Maybe he want. Maybe a person want to extinguish the big group of fire. So that person, Tata, in that fire, Tata means in that fire, Sukhani. Sukhani means dry, Sukhani jiwa, Tinani. Yeah, drying grass, Bakibeya put onto the fire with the drying grass. So that the fire cannot extinguish because you put dry up more burning, isn't it? So that way is not possible to extinguish the fire. So the Buddha gave the example like this. So P meaning is this example is already Buddha already gave this kind of example, but opposite meaning. But the example is the dry grass, dry branches, dry calm dam, like this. If you put that fire, never ever extinguish more burning. So nacha pansukena orkia. Pansukena means the ducks. Ducks, if you put the dust, the fire disappear, isn't it? But nacha pansukena orkia means not doing like this. So more. Babonuko is possible. Babonuko means it's possible. So means that person, pick away. So puriso, that person Mahandan Agikandan, the big crew of fire, Nebati Dondi. Nebati Dondi means extinguish. It's possible to extinguish doing like this? The Buddha asked a question. So the monk answered, no hidden, Bandi. Bandi, venerable, no hidden. No hidden means it's not possible to extinguish. So Buddhas continue, Ewa mewa ko bhikkhave. Like this. Like this monks. Yasame samaye. Sometimes Odadan chitan hodi. Mind is agitated or wandering a lot. Alo akalo. Dasame samaye. Akalo means it's not right time. Akalo means it's not right time. Doesn't mean at that situation. Dhamma vichaya sambhujingasa bhavanaya. Yeah. To develop the investigating Dhamma is not good time to develop. And then akalo Vidya akalo pidi sambhujinka sa bhaviya. Yeah. Akalo means no right time. If vidya effort is many, so if you put effort more, don't do that. Akalo means no right time to do. And then pidi, try our happiness more agitated our mind, isn't it? So that's why pidi sambhujingasa also akalo, not right time to develop bhavanaya. Yeah. Okay. So that's why English translation for that is said by the Blessed One Buddha. Bhikkhu, suppose a man want to extinguish a great mass of the fire, he put drying grass on it, so did not scatter dust on it. Would that man be able to extinguish that great fire? No, Venerable Sir. So, to when the mind is agitated, or when the mind is wandering a lot, that is not the time to develop the investigation of the stages, enlightenment fetter, Dhammavichaya Sambhujanga, energy, enlightenment fetter, the Virya Sambhujanga, and happiness, enlightenment fetter, Piti Sambhujanga. So these three Bhujanga don't do that at the time. Yeah. Because in our mind, the effort is too much, over. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so go to the next one. Tankesa Hedu. Yeah, the Buddha put the question as well. Tankesa Hedu meaning is why is that? Why? Why is that happen? Tankesa Hedu. Odadan Bhikkhave. Bhikkhave is calling the bhikkhu, monk. Odadan Chittam. Odadan Chittam means agitated mind or wandering mind. Tam edehi dhammehi. Tam means the mind. Wandering mind. Edehi dhammehi. These dhamma do Vipassanā hodi. Two means very difficult. Two means difficult. Vipassanā meaning is to quiet. To be quiet. Because mind is a lot of agitated. So to be quiet is not very difficult. To Vipassanā. Vipassanā means quiet. Yasame cha ho bhikkhave samaye. Yeah. Sometimes older than chitan hodi. Older than chitan means the one mind is wandering. So kalo is the right time to develop. That's means samaye at the time. Pasadi sambhojingasa bhavanaya. Pasadi. The tranquility. Tranquility is, yeah, virya is over, you need to balance with the samadhi, tranquility. Passaddhi. Passaddhi Sambhojanga. So Passaddhi Sambhojanga is a kind of tranquility, kind of the calm of the mind, calmness of the mind. And Kalo Samadhi Sambhojanga Bhavanaya. To develop the concentration, it's the right time to develop the concentration. Kalo Upekha Sambhojanga Bhavanaya. To develop the upekha, equanimity, and feather. Yeah. So if your mind has a lot of energy, effort, so you need to do these three bhujanga: Passaddhi Sambhojanga, Samadhi Sambhojanga, and Upekha Sambhojanga. Yeah. That's here English translation. Why is that? Because an agitated mind cannot be quieted by these stages. So when the mind is agitated, that is the time to develop the tranquility and the feather, the concentration and the feather, and the equanimity and the feather. Yeah, we have to do that. Okay. Okay, we go to the next one. Tankesa Hedu, another another question for the Buddha. Another question. Tankesa Hedu, why is that? Odedam Bhikkhave Chitta. Odedam Chitta is agitated mind. Then the mind, ide dhami, with these dhamma, suva samaya hodi. So suva means su means very easy. Yeah. Do is difficult. Su is here easy. So Pali su is many different meaning. Depend on the situation, depend on the sentence. So suva samaya hodi means very easy to quiet. Siyatabi, yeah, keep the example as well. Siyatabi Bhikkhave, Puriso, pausing, Mandan, Agikandan, great fire, Nebade Dukamo Asa. You want to extinguish the great fire? So, the pausing, Tata in that fire, Anlani Chiwa Dinani. Anlani means the green. Green grass, not drying grass. Huh? Yes. Or green or wet. Huh? Wet grass. Alani here. Alani is your wet grass. Yeah. And Pakibeya put into the fire. And the same in the previous example with the wet branches, with the wet the countdown, Pansuke Nacha Okiria. Yeah. So wet dust on scatter on that fire. So, Pabo Nuko is possible. So Puriso, Bhikkhave, so Puriso, the person is possible to do Mahandan, great Agikandan, great fire, Nibabitu, to extinguish. So the monk answer Evam Banditi. Honorable, yes, it's possible to do. So the Buddha is humble like this. One is that because an agitated mind can be be quieted by these stages. Because suppose a man wants to extinguish a great mass of fire, he put wet grass on it and wet branches on it or wet countdown on it and scatter dust on it. So would that man be able to extinguish the great fire? So the answer is yes, Venerable. So continue, the Buddha explained the one. Itabi. Yatasaka. Ahara wasena. Itabi means here also. Here also means the situation when our mind is too much the kind of vidya. Huh? Yeah. Yatasaka ahara wasena. Yatasaka means require. Require ahara here. Ahara means condition. Hara not here nutrition. But English translation, they don't understand ahara, so they translate nutrition. Yeah, I think it's wrong. Because, cause and effect is together. So if you want to remove the effect, we need to remove the cause. Automatically effect automatically gone, isn't it? So that's why here Buddha mentioned Yatasakam ahara wasena. I mean, ahara meaning is the required condition. Yatasakam ahara wasena means the required condition to do so. Pasadi sambojingadina bhavana veditava. Yeah. No? So you should develop the tranquility feather and concentration feathers and then equanimity feathers should be developed at the time. So these three bhujanga is require ahara condition. So Odinyedan Bhagavada. Yeah. So Bhagavada means a Buddha. Buddha said like this. Ati Bhikkhave. Ati means there is. Ati means there is. Ati Bhikkhave Kaya Pasadi Chitta Pasadi. Yeah. So Pasadi is two kind, isn't it? Kaya Pasadi and Chitta Pasadi. Two kind. Tata. Yoniso Manasikara Bahulikaro. Yoniso Manasikara means wise attention. Bahulikaro means doing many. Yeah. Bhulikara. Bhulikaro means doing many. Bhuli means many. Kara means doing. Yeah, many doing wise attention. Ayamaharo. Ayam aharo, this cause, this condition. Ayamaharo. Ayam aharo. Aharo is a condition here, not nutrition. No panasawa. No panasa means if not arising and arising yet. And arising yet. Pasadi sambhajingasa upadaya. Yeah. So arising these tranquility feather, if you put yoniso-manasikara many times, yeah. So that condition make, upadaya arising. Pasadi sambhajinga arising. And upanasawa. If another condition is already pasadi sambhajinga already, but if you put the wise attention many times, your mind, so already arising pasadi sambhajinga more. So pasadi sambhajinga sa binyo bhavaya. Binyo bhavaya, binyo means more. Bhavaya means developed, more developed. Vipassanā meaning is more. Developing Vipassanā bhavanaya pariburiya. Bhavana pariburiya means a successful bhavana, successful the enlightenment further, samvadati. So the meaning is if you put the wise attention many times in your mind, pasadi sambhajinga, if not yet at the time, arise. Already pasadi sambhajinga, more. That meaning. And then finally, successful. Successful means become perfect. Yeah. So that's why here English translation, and here the development of the equanimity enlightenment further should be understood as the condition, not nutriment, condition for each one respectively. For this is said by Buddha, Bhikkhu, there is a bodily tranquility and mental tranquility. There's a two kind. So wide attention, much practice therein, then is the condition for the arising of and arising tranquility, enlightenment further, or lead to grow, lead to fulfillment, lead to development, and then lead to perfection of the arising tranquility, enlightenment further. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We go to the next one. Pali continue explain like this. Tatha ati. Tatha means like this. Tatha means like this. Ati means there is. Bhikkhave monk. Samatha nimitta. Samatha nimitta means the sign or the tranquility, concentration. Abhayaka nimitta. Abhyaka nimitta. Tata, yoni somanasikara bulikaro. Yeah, all the time. Buddha saying wide attention. Wide attention is very important. Yeah, why without wide attention we can't do the whole thing. Yeah, like practice meditation or other kind of the wholesome thing. Yeah, we need wise attention. Yoniso manasikara. Not one time, many times. Bulikaro, many times. Ayamaharo, this is a condition. Anubanasawa samadhi sambhojimasa. Yeah, not yet concentration, enlightenment better. But if we put wide attention, more the arising, upadaya. And another condition, opanasawa. Opanasawa means already arising samadhi concentration. So at that time, samadhi sambhojingasa bhiyo bhavaya. More grew, vipolaya, more developing, bhavanaya paripuriya, samvatati, but become perfect. Developing is become perfect. Yeah. So that's why here English translation. Likewise, Bhikkhu, there is a sign of serenity, the sign of non-diversion. So the wise attention, much practice there is non-nutrition, the condition for the rising and rising concentration like Dhamma further, or it lead to the growth, fulfillment, development, and the perfection of the rising concentration like Dhamma further. So all the time we need yoniso manasikara, wise attention. Okay. And then we go to the next one, upekha sambhojika. Tata. In the same way, ati bhikkhave upekha sambhojinga taniya. Dhamma. Upekha sambhojinga equanimity. Equanimity is like the balancing. So equanimity is no shaking of the mind. So very stability, good stability of the mind. So that kind of dharma also, ati, there is the Buddha said. There is equanimity, enlightenment feathers to make. And there's a dharma, there's a phenomena. So that's what that phenomena also. Tata yoniso manasikara bulikaro. Buddha all the time saying why attention, yoniso manasikara. Yeah, without yoniso manasikara, nothing happens. So that's why. Ayamaharo, this is a condition, the right condition. The right cause. Anubanasawa, if in our mind equanimity is not yet, so we put with the yoniso manasikara wide attention. So upekha sambhojingas upadaya. Equanimity, enlightenment further arising. Another condition, another thing is opanasawa. Opanasa means equanimity and enlightenment further already exist, already. But if you practice with yoniso manasikara wide attention, so at the time, upekha sambhojingasa bhiyo bhavaya, more grow, increase. Vipolaya, more developing. Bhavanaya paripuriya samvatati, become perfect. Yeah. So that's why your English translation. Likewise, Bhikkhu, there are stages protected of the equanimity enlightenment fetter. So wide attention, much practice, there is a condition for the rising of the rising equanimity enlightenment fetter, or it leads to the growth or to the fulfillment or to the development and perfection of the arising equanimity enlightenment fetter. So making like this, our mind should be suppressed because at the time mind is too much vidya energy. Okay. Okay, so the Pali continuing like this. Tata. Tata means in that. Yatha. Yathasa. Yatha asa. Pasadi. Pasadi aryo. Pasadi aryo means a tranquility, enlightenment, feather, etc., etc. Open Buddha. Boba, sorry. Opana Boba. Opana Boba. Boba meaning is previous. Boba. Boba is a previous. Opana Boba meaning is already previously arising. Previously arising. Opana Boba. Baba. Tan Akara. Tan Akara means that kind of the wide attention. Sanlaketoa. Sanlaketoa meaning is Sanlaketoa meaning is kind of observing. Sanlaketoa. Yeah, observing. Sanlaketoa, observing. Tesan. Upadana Wasena. Tesan means the Basadi Sambhajanga. Upadana Wasena means power, the power rising. Pavota Manasikarowa. Pavota Manasikaro. Manasikaro means Yoniso Manasikaro. Yeah. Pavota means already happened. Tisubi. Tisu. Tisubi Badisu. So these three. Yoniso Manasikaro Nama. Oh, they explain. Yoniso Manasikara. So, Yoniso Manasikara is, Pasadi Sambhajanga, Samadhi Sambhajanga, Ubeka Sambhajanga. Three enlightenment further, we need Yoniso Manasikara. So, here Pali explain in these three, Tisu, Pi, Padesu. Tisu, Padesu means these three enlightenment further, Pasadi, tranquility, Samadhi, concentration, Upekha, equanimity. So in these Yoniso Manasikara means like this. Explain like this. Okay. Samatha Nimetanti Cha. Samatha Nimetanti meaning is Samatha Sewa Sewita Madi Vachana. Samatha Devi Sewita Madi Vachana meaning is Adivachana. Samatha Seveta Adivachana. Yeah. So Samatha Nimeda Samatha Nimiddhanti meaning is a samatha, so make a concentration. Awike Patina Cha. Awike Patina Cha. Desa Siwa Abhyaga Nimiddhanti. Yeah. So Abhyaga Nimiddhanti meaning is Awike Patina. Awike Patina means no wandering. No one, not diversion, or no wonder, no distraction, non-distraction. So that's why your English translation here, why attention give to the three instances is attention occurring in arousing tranquility, etc., by observing the way in which they arouse in him earlier. Yeah. So what kind of the condition is promote the tranquility, enlightenment further, concentration, enlightenment further, or equanimity, enlightenment further. So you need to observe at the time. And then the sign of serenity is a time for serenity is set. So samadhi, samatha nimitta is a just kind of sign. Just kind of sign. So when you practice meditation, the samatha meditation, there's many meditation objects, 40 kind of meditation objects, isn't it? So which one is better? Which one is easy to get the power of concentration? You need to observe. You need to think. Maybe in the previous time you practice easy that with the concentration power with that meditation object. So you need to notice, this meditation object is good for me to get the power concentration in the short time. So like this, you need to notice, and you need to memorize. And then non-diversion is a term for the two in the sense of the non-distraction. Yeah, our keeper. Okay. And another one. Apicca. Another apicca means studying Pali. Apicca means other different feathers. Extra explanation. So Pali all the time studying like this. Apicca. Saddha Dhamma means 7. Yeah, Dhamma. Pasadi Sambojin Gasa Ubadaya Samvatati. Yeah. So another 7 feathers, 7 Dhamma is possible to arise the Pasadi Sambojinga. What are they? Here mentioned. Panita Bhojana Sivanada. Panita meaning is good. Panita is a good or suitable. Bhojana is a food. Yeah, getting suitable food is the good fetters to get the tranquility, power of tranquility. So I already told you that the monk practiced meditation, but they didn't get the concentration because they have some kind of food. Food means a taste. Different person has a different taste they want. Yeah, that's why they cannot, get the power of tranquility. So that's why here mentioned Panita, Bhojana, Sivanada, means the number one factor. You need to get suitable food. And Udu, Sukha, Sivanada. Udu is the temperature, good temperature, not too cold, not too hot. That meaning. So suitable, different person, yeah. Some person they like cold weather, but some person like hot weather. So yeah, suitable, suitable weather. And Idiabata Sukha Sivananda. Yeah. Idiabata means butcher. Butcher also very important. Some person suitable sitting meditation, some person suitable with the walking meditation, standing meditation. Different person has a different, yeah. So that's why suitable postures you need to understand, or that posture is suit with me, or something like that. Yeah. Mijjata Payogata. Mijjata Payogata. Mijjata means middle. Yoga means yeah. Effort. Yeah, effort. So yeah, yoga, Majada yoga means yeah, effort is sometimes effort is too much, too low, it's not good. So Mijada is a middle. Neither too much or too low. Too little. Yeah. So that means Mijada. So Piyogada means effort. And Sarada Kaya Pogala Parivujanada. So Sarada means the person who are very a lot of Sarada means a lot of worry. That person, yeah. That person has no tranquility. So should be avoid. Should be avoid that kind of person. And then Pasada Kaya Pukla Sivanada. Isn't it? Pasada is calm or tranquil. Very calm down person should be associate. Yeah, that factor is also important. And the Dadi Mota Dadi. Dadi Mota Dadi means your mind make a resolution to be calm down all the time. Yeah. Mind focus all the time and make a resolution. Yeah. Not focus on make a resolution. Or I need to be calm down. I need to be calm down. Like this. Yeah. So that's why here English translation, there are beside 7 things that lead to rising or the tranquility and enlightenment further. Number 1, using superior food. Superior is suitable. The translation superior is suitable. And then living in a good climate or weather. And then maintaining a pleasant future. Yeah. and then keeping to the middle. Keeping to the middle means balancing of the effort, and then avoiding of the violent person. Yeah, violence means very worry person, and then cultivating of the person tranquilly in the body, and then resoluteness upon the tranquility. Okay. Okay. So the continue another one. Explain more detail. Ekadasa Dhamma. Samadhi Sambhajanga. He has Samadhi. PBS Pasadi, he has Samadhi. Yeah. So Samadhi Sambhajanga Upadaya Samvadadi. To arise the Samadhi concentration on the Dhamma Veda, there are 11 Dhamma. There are 11 Dhamma. So, Vutu Visadata. You know, Vutu Visadata we already explained, isn't it? Vutu is a two kind of base, external base and internal base. So, our body should be clean. Visadata means clean. Our body should be clean. Our clothes and our temple, our dwelling, our bed. So, external base also should be clean. Vutu Visadata, Nimitta Kusalata. Yeah. Nimitta is side. Kusalata means scale. Scale in the side. Scale in the side means what side is suitable to get the power concentration. Yeah. You need to understand. Yeah. So that means Nimitta Kusalata. Nimitta means here side. Sign means the kind of the samatha meditation object. And then Indriya Samatta Pativaranata. Indriya is a faculty, 5 faculty. We already explained. Huh? Samatta Dhamini is balancing the 5 faculty. Yeah. Patibhara is a practice. So practicing for the balancing of the 5 faculty. Samaye Chittasa Nikahanata. Samaye means the time, the suitable time. Chittasa Nikahanata means the mind should be Nikaha meaning is separate. Sometimes mind should be separate. Samaye Chittasa Paganata. Sometimes mind promote. Yeah. Because sometimes the up and down. So that's why. And Nirasa Dasa Chittasa. So Nirasa Dasa Chittasa means sometimes our mind has no confidence in the practicing. So at the time, Saddha Samvega Vasena. Saddha means confidence. Samvega means urgency. Yeah. So according to the confidence and the urgency, Sampahansanada. Sampahansanada means it should be happy. Make happy. Happy. Make the mind happy. And Samabodhasa. Samabodhasa means already balancing. Ichupikinada. Ichupikinada means no need to do anything. Ichupikinada means the neutral. You should stay in the neutral because already balanced. So balancing mind don't need to do anything. So it should be stay in the neutral. Ichupikinada means neutral. Should be neutral. And Asamahita Pogala Brivachanada. Asamahita means no concentration. The person who has no concentration, so that person should be avoided. Samahita Pogala Sivanada. Yeah. Samahita means the person who has a concentration, that person should be associated. And Jhana Vimokha. Pichavakanada. Yeah, Pichavakanada means reviewing. Jhana Vimokha. Vimokha is a freedom. So reviewing the jhana and the freedom. Tadadi Modadadi. Tadadi Modada means all the time make a resolution to be to get the concentration. Okay, so that's one here English translation like this. 11 things lead to the arising the concentration on Abhidhamma fetter. Number 1, making the basis clean. And number 2, scale in the side. Number 3, balancing the faculty. Number 4, restraining the mind on occasion. Number 5, exalting the mind on occasion. Number 6, encouraging the listless mind by means of faith and the sense of urgency. And number 7, looking on with equanimity at what is occurring rightly. Number 8, avoidance of the unconcentrated person. Number 9, cultivating of the concentrated person. Number 10, reviewing of the jhana and liberation. And resolution upon that concentration. So these 11 dharma should be practiced if you want concentration on Abhidhamma fetter. Okay, we go to the next one. Pancha Dhamma, another Dhamma. Pancha means five Dhamma. Upekha Sambhojengasa Upadaya, Samvotati. So not only 11, another Pancha Dhamma, 5 Dhamma, is for Upekha, or here Upekha. Upekha Sambhojenga is equanimity, and Abhidhamma fetter to rise. So Satta Mijatata. Satta Mijatata meaning is neutral. Neutral on the living being. So mind, when we love the person, mind is non-neutral. While we hate the person, mind is non-neutral. So love person and hate person in the middle, neutral. So yeah, to make a equanimity enlightenment further, you should like this. Yeah. So not too much loving kindness and not too much hatred. Okay, and then number two is sankhara majjata. Sankhara. Yeah, sankhara is when we practice meditation, our body and mind. Here, sankhara is body and mind, because body and mind sometimes we need to be neutral. Yeah, not too much attached to the body or mind. This one also important. Yeah, when we practice meditation, sometimes we are focused, our body stillness too much, or something like this happening. So equanimity is not good. So the neutral should be neutral in the Sankhara Dhamma formation, formation in the formation Sankhara. Satta Sankhara Kilayana Pogala Brivujana. So Satta means the person, living being. Satta means a living being. Sankhara means Sankhara is a formation, the body and mind. Kelayana meaning is attach. Attachment in the person, living being. Yeah, well, this is mine, this is my friend, this is my son, this is my daughter, this is my relatives, like this. This is my car. So like this, too much attachment in the satta, living being, and the sankhara. Sankhara means everything. So that person should be avoided. And then satta, sankhara, mijjata, pokala, sivanata. Yeah. So opposite of previous one. Opposite of previous one. Here, mijjata means neutral. So neutral means not attachment. Just neutral in the person and in the anything, any information. Okay. And daradadi, modadadi. Yeah, daradadi, modada means all the time resolution to be equanimity. Iti imehi akarehi, with these causes. Ede dhamme, so these dhamma upadinto, arising. Pasadi sambhujingadeyo bhaveti nama. Yeah. If you practice with these dhamma already mentioned, many dhamma, if you practice with these dhamma, the meaning. So you will get the pasadi, tranquility, enlightenment further, samadhi, concentration, enlightenment further, and upekha, sambhojanga, equanimity, enlightenment further. Tableau. Okay. Eon like this, yasame same chitta nikita. Yeah. Even like this, sometime our mind should be separate. Tasame samaye at the time, chitta nikita, niganati. Mind should be separate. So here English translation like this. 5 things. 5 things lead to the arising of the equanimity and Abhidhamma factor. Number 1, maintenance of the neutrality toward living being. Number 2, maintenance of neutrality toward formation. Formation meaning is the non-living being. Inanimate thing meaning is a non-living being. Because number 1 is living being, so number 2 is a non-living being. And then number 3, avoidance of the person who show favoritism toward beings and formation. That meaning is the person who has too much attachment toward living being and formation. And number 4, cultivating of the person who maintain neutrality toward being and formation. Being and formation means a living being and non-living being. Okay. And then number 5 further is number 5 thing is a resolute net up on that equanimity. So all the time this further. So by arousing these things in this way, we develop the tranquility and Abhidhamma fetters. Yeah. As well as other so mean is the concentration and equanimity. So this is how we restrain the mind on the occasion. It should be restrained. Yeah, we need to all the time. We need to check out the situation of our mind. Sometimes high, so need separate. Sometimes low, need promote. This is a practice of meditation pattern. Practice of meditation. Okay. Okay, go to the next one. Katan means a question. Yasame samaye chitta. Yasame samaye sometime. Chitta sambahan sitava. Sambahan sitava means happy mind. Because sometimes the mind is not happy, so at the time we need to make mind happy. That's some other time. Chitta sambahan siti. Yada at the time. Yada means sometimes. Asa, the person who practice meditation, the person mind is not happy, so need to make a mind happy. So panya payo ka mandata yawa. Panya payo ka mandata yawa. Panya payoga means yoga means a kind of effort. Panya is a wisdom. So wisdom effort is mandata means little. Mandata is little. Upasama sukhana dhikamenawa. Vipassanā Sukhana Diu Kamenawa means Vipassanā is tranquil. Sukha is the pleasant. Nadikamenawa means not getting tranquil and happy. Nirasaran Siddhan Hodi. So at the time, our mind has no Nirasaran means no confidence. Tada at the time, now that person, Atta Sanvega Utu Vichava Kanina. Yeah. So Atta means eight kind. Sanvega Utu means Sanvega is the urgency. Sanvega Utu means the story here. No story. Sanvega Utu is the things, the thing of urgency. There are eight kind of the thing of urgency should be reviewed. Samvejeti. Samvejeti means should be reviewed. Yeah. Because sometimes your minds don't want to practice meditation because no urgency. So all this time is good to practice meditation because I'm happy and I have a time to practice. Yeah, so that kind of chant is not easy to get in later, in future. So thinking like this, and then if I'm an animal, I can do the so like this. Some guys are like that. So maybe explain more detail later. Atta Samvega Vatuni Nama, yeah, here. Atta Samvega Vatuni Nama, the eight kind of the urgency things mean Jati, Jara, Vyadi, Maranani, Chattari. Yeah. So fourth thing is Jati, born, Jara, decay, Vyadi, disease, and Marana, death. So these four are thinking, if I'm born, I can practice. If I'm very old, I cannot practice. If I have a disease, I cannot practice. So thinking like this. Yeah, if I die, I cannot practice. Right now is good, the best chance to practice meditation. So thinking like this, four kinds. Jati, Jara, Vyadi, Marana. Okay? So four things. And Apaya, Dukkha, Vichama. Yeah, Vichama means a fifth. The fifth one is Apaya, Dukkha. Apaya meaning is woeful. For woeful suffering. Like a hell cannot, there's no chance to practice. And then animal kingdom, no chance. Yeah, apaya means hungry ghost. Yeah, demon. So in this kind of suffering, awful suffering is no chance to practice. So thinking like this, you have urgency to practice meditation. Okay, and then a D-day. A D-day means a D-day means in the past. Vutta Mulakan or Vutta Mulakan. Yeah. Vutta Mulakan Dukkha. Vutta is Vutta is a rotation. Rotation means born here and born in the other and different. So Vutta means the reborn again and again in different situation. Yeah, that kind of suffering is we have. So Vutta Mulakan Dukkha. D-Day. So I'm born many times in the many previous life. So thinking like this, there's a lot of suffering. And then Anagati, in the future, Buddha Mulakan Dukkha, thinking like this, I'm not free from reborn in the future, so I will reborn in the future and then I will suffer in the future. So thinking like this. And then Pichubani, or Pichubani means right now, present time. Pichubani in the present time, Ahara Pariye Siddhi Mulakan. So Ahara means here Ahara means food. So Ahara Pariye Siddhi means searching. So searching for food, Mulakan means so searching for food and then preparing for food, cooking for food. So too much thing to do in our life, isn't it? Any kind of life they have, but so they have all the time searching for food. Animal also, not only human being, animals. So that kind of thing, dukkha, suffering, searching for food. So thinking the a kind of thing, you get the urgency. Oh yeah, I should practice meditation right now. Urgency meaning like this. Okay? And then Buddha Dhamma Sangha Nuguna Nosaranena. So Nosarana, three kind of Nosarana is Buddha Nosati, Dhamma Nosati, Sangha Nosati. Recollecting quality of Buddha, recollecting quality of Dhamma, recollecting quality of the Sangha. So Asasacha, Asa, that person who practiced these recollection, Pasadang Chanedi. Pasadang means very rejoice. The mind, joy. Yeah. So mind happy, become happy, with these recollection. So even like this, Yasame Samaye, sometime Chaitan, somebody say Samba Sitaba. Like should be make happy. That's mean Samaye at the time, Chaitan, Samba City. Yeah, we make happy the mind with these things. Okay. So this is English translation like this here. How does he encourage the mind? On occasion, one is should be encouraged. One is mind is restless owing to the sluggish or lazy in the exercise or understanding or to be failure to attain the bliss of peace. Then he should stimulate, promote by reviewing the 8 ground for the sense of urgency, These are four, namely birth, aging, sickness, and death, with the suffering of the state of losses as a fate, and also the suffering in the past rooted in the round of rebirth, in the suffering in the future rooted in the round of rebirth, and then suffering in the present rooted in the search for the food, nutrition. And he created the confidence by recollecting the special quality of Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Yeah. So this is how he encouraged the mind on occasion. One, it is should be encouraged. Okay. So I think we stop here today. We have more discussion about these things, the other thing. So I think we will stop here today. So thank you very much for your listening. So the more you understand like this, so mind sometimes to be promote, mind sometimes to be suppressed. So yeah, different situation. We have to balance the condition of our mind. This is very important because to get the constant power concentration, balancing is very important. Okay, so let's stop here. People stop the lecture. We wish our Buddha teachings stay longer and longer in the universe. So please say Buddhasana, chant the 2 and 3 times. Buddhasana, chant the 2. Buddhasana, chant the 2. Buddhasana, chant the 2. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for your watching. So the more you understand like this, properly what we need to do, our mind to get the power concentration. So many techniques and many factors we have to understand. So I think it's a very beneficial to practice meditation to get the power concentration with these factors. Okay. Thank you very much. See you next week. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.